name is Debbie Oriolo, and I am the group leader of the Turtle Creek Peacemakers Quilts of Valor group. With me today is Joyce Oshansky, who actually made both of these quilts, and Stephanie Pippen, and we have some more people here, Ted and Steve. Thank you, sorry.
Who?
So, we're proud to represent Quilts of Valor members and countless volunteers all over the country. We have a Quilts of Valor group in every state, including Alaska and Hawaii. To date, Quilts of Valor has presented over 444,000 quilts nationally. We're hoping to hit the magic number of 500,000 next year. So nominate your friends. Our mission is to, can you still hear me okay?
Yes.
All righty. Our mission is to cover service members and veterans touched by war with comforting and healing quilts of valor. Our core values are treating people with respect, promoting excellence, valuing service over self, and being accountable. I'd like to share with you the history of the National Quilts of Valor Foundation. 23 years ago in 2003, a quilter named Catherine Roberts woke up from a dream, and her son was in Iraq, and she saw a young man sitting on the edge of the bed, and she could feel his despair. The next image she saw was that same man wrapped in a quilt, and his demeanor changed from one of despair to one of hope. She decided that the meaning of the dream is quilts equals healing. A quilt of valor is a handmade quilt that is machine or hand quilted, and the quilt says unmistakably, thank you for your service to our nation and our country. Hang on. Who is eligible? I'm trying to look in all directions. Who is eligible for Quilts of Valor? Active duty, honorably discharged veterans or service members, National Guard and reservists, members of the United States Armed Forces, including the United States Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Space Force, and the Air Force Mortuary Affairs Office in Dover. Service during, but not limited to, World War II, Korea conflict, Vietnam era, Persian Gulf War, Cold War, Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraq Freedom, Operation New Dawn, Gulf War including Desert Shield and Desert Storm, Afghanistan, anti-terrorism operations, and terrorist attacks against Army Forces personnel are all included. That's it. Nominations are prioritized by the date we receive the request, the era of service, and times of war, conflict, and medical or debilitating conditions related to service. Turtle Creek Peacemakers, our group, has been in existence since 2017. We're a subset of our Turtle Creek Guild, which just celebrated recently our 40th anniversary. And like us, the Guild focuses on all charity work. We cover central New Jersey, including all, I'm sorry, I don't mean to have my back to you, including all of Mercer County and some of Middlesex, Monmouth, and Burlington County. We also help Bucks County, Pennsylvania, just over the bridge. We do presentations at our sewing facility, large group communities like this, and we also do virtual Zoom presentations. We are one of 7 Quilts of Valor groups in New Jersey, and they are Sussex County Quilters, Huntington County Quilting Guild, Piece Together Quilters in Bridgewater, Turtle Creek Peacemakers in Hamilton, Jersey Shore QOV in Little Egg Harbor, and South Jersey QOV in Cape May. So if you know anybody who lives in any of those counties, please get the word out and nominate them. We'd love to be able to pass on presentations. To date, the Peacemakers has made and presented over 450 quilts, with many large group presentations like this scheduled later in the summer. We're a nonprofit group consisting of 30 members who volunteer their time, quilting skills, and financial resources to make Quilts of Valor. We believe in the team approach. One person chooses a pattern and a fabric. They piece it and sew it together. Another person does the long arming quilting that holds the top, middle, and bottom layers together. Thank you. Another sews on the binding, which finishes the edges of the quilt, and another creates the labels, which appears on the back of the quilt, showing who worked on it, the name of the person, and the date of the presentation. We have handouts over there in the middle blue tent if you'd like to get more information from us. At this time, we are going to talk about the two veterans that we are honoring today. The first is Commander Louis Frank Picket. Your quilt was pieced by Joyce Olshansky, not yet. Quilted by Betty Kiss, one of our members who's not here, and bound by Michael Morisco. Yes, we have guys who quilt, and he's amazing, does a great job. Oh. I put that in for moral support. I am going to turn the presentation over to Ted Barnes, who's going to talk about Commander Pickett's military service.
Thank you, Debbie. Good afternoon. Commander Frank Picket, born 23 November 1943 in Midway, Alabama. Graduated United States Institute in Madison, Wisconsin, 1960. After graduation, Frank joined the United States Army, graduating from the Army Artillery and Missile School in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. His first assignment was the Republic of Panama Canal Zone. After Panama, he served 9 years in overseas locations to include Stuttgart, Germany, Seoul, South Korea, and Cu Chi, Vietnam. Retiring in 1981, Frank joined the Department of Civil Service Directorate of Industrial Operations in Fort Dix. That was a word song there. He retired from civil service in 2009, and after filling many positions with the service, he's a graduate of Rowan College in Burlington County, University of Washington in Seattle, Washington, United States Management Engineering College, Rock Island, Illinois. Commander Picket is a past commander of American Legion Post 294. Sorry.
At this time, we're going to show you the quilt that we have made, that Joyce has made to present to Commander Picket. His lovely wife, Vicki, and Joyce are going to wrap him in the quilt.
Just going to say something about
In addition to the quilt itself, we also give each member not sure if everybody can see it, don't lose that. If everyone can see it, but we have a Quilts of Valor award certificate, and I will read that to you. Louis Frank Picket, United States Army, June 26, 2026. The Quilts of Valor Foundation wishes to recognize you for your service to our nation. We consider it our privilege to do so. Though we may never know the extent of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America, we award you with this Quilt of Valor as an expression of gratitude from a grateful nation. Thank you. The other thing we present is, this is a presentation case that you can actually, if you're very good at folding small things, you can get it in here. And it is made by the flag makers called the Annan Flag Company, and they are the premier flag makers since 18 something. I lost the piece of paper, but they're the premier flag makers, and they donate the fabric to us, and then we make the presentation cases. So if you have to carry it somewhere, you have something to keep it clean. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the second presentation. You can have a seat, but you can't go anywhere because we want to take pictures, okay? So, thank you again for your service. Right.